So here we have the profile of incidents that were recorded on the STOPit platform throughout the school year. It does not include Santa Fe, which just happened. I'll comment on that in a few minutes. The first thing we notice is that when school starts, we see a minor blip in activity, but we don't see an incredible amount of activity. The real first spike happens about 2 to 4 weeks after school starts. And this is traditional bullying behavior. School opens, the aggressor finds the weaklings, they do some test bullying, and then they start getting very aggressive, and the climate goes downhill from there. If you did nothing else, I would ask that you all buy STOPit and use it for the first month, because that you'll catch some behavior early that you can then address, and you may not have some of these other incidents later on. All right? Now, we see things begin to settle down. That's a deterrent effect of STOPit, also just kids settle into their schools. And then we see a spike in October, because that's National Anti-Bullying Awareness Month, and the awareness carries into November. When you get people to focus on reporting on bad behavior, they begin to report on bad behavior. It's a wonderful thing. And then things settle down and the kids go away for Thanksgiving break. No reports, of course, over Thanksgiving, but boom, they come back from Thanksgiving and they are all amped up, and there's some really bad activity, and thank goodness it gets reported and STOPit. And then things settle down a little bit, and they go away for the break, and then they come back, and there's another spike right after the seasonal holiday. And then things carry on, and we see behavior throughout the winter months. And then right here we see Parkland happen. Huge spike in activity. I'd have you notice that it was the week after that we saw the highest number of reports across the country. Now in this week, we had at least 2 incidents where a copycat potential criminal was beginning to speak about how they intended on shooting up their school. Reported on STOPit, police were engaged, and those issues were addressed right in here in this spike. We also had 7 middle school students here in New Jersey start to discuss amongst the 7 of them of how they were going to be a copycat event group. And somebody in that school reported anonymously that these kids were talking. If you ask me, it was probably one of those 7 kids. And you know what, this is wrong. I have the ability to report anonymously, so I'm going to. And then the season carries on. Spikes around the end of school because of proms and exams. There's a lot of heightened anxiety. Santa Fe happened right out here after I captured the data. Same exact behavior as Parkland. Big spike when something really bad happens, heightened awareness, anxiety. And then the week following is when some really bad characters are beginning to plan some really bad activities, and they get reported. So that's what happened.